in the ruck. And he'll be up against Sean Wells. And he's got his right hand fairly heavily bandaged too, Michael Allen. So I don't know what's happened there. He's got some sort of hand injury, but he gets a big thump away towards centre half forward to start the third term. So he's done well there. Simmons across half back though for the Panthers. Punched away by Dyer. Free kick over the shoulder, said the umpire, the Belmont Lions, to take the free kick in the middle. And it'll be Delmo with the free kick for the Lions. Handballs it off to Peter McVilly, who was standing start. And in fact, he might have hurt himself as well. Kick off the ground came from Holtz. Now it goes still in the middle towards Pickett. He can't pick it up. And he's over the top of it. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
Yeah, Peter McVilly got the footy kicked into him, didn't he?
In fact, well, it looks like his shoulder, which he has had some trouble with too. So he's in a fair bit of pain at the back of the ruck contest here in the middle. Umpire throws the ball up. Allen goes up early, tries to take it out of the ruck contest. Tapped on by Baker. McVilly's there, holds fine. Wrapped up by Hepworth, who looks to be in the back line now. Ringen, handball to Harrison. Slick little handball to Delmo. Left foot kick towards centre half forward, or towards half forward. But Ditchburn chops it off in front of hands and has taken the mark. So to relieve the pressure from the left half back flank, goes towards centre wing, lead on, and it's okay. Finds Vincent Hanley in front of Harrison. So just building from centre wing now, the Panthers lead on by Backley, also by Burley. He was going to go short. He can go across to White, but he elects to go down the line, half forward. Burley's there. Also up was Dyer in the middle. Taking the mark was Dunlop. He's done that a few times today. He chips the ball over the top, and it's okay. Finds Holtz. He chips it over the top as well, and it was going to come unstuck sooner or later.
He read that pretty well.
Dyer read it well and kicks it back in board looking for Burley. Punched away by Allen at defensive 50. Needs some support. Chip kick by Mulcahy. Looks for Delmo. Shepherd by McDonald. White's there. Handball over the top to Hanley. And he kicks it with the right boot back towards Connolly. Tapped on intelligently. Holds fine in the goal square. Kicks the goal. And that's goal number 3 for David Holzfine. And a quick start for the Panthers in the third term. They go to 11-5-71 and they lead the Belmont Lions 3-8-26. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 2.5 minutes played.
Probably the goal was created by Scotty McDonald. Magnificent body work out on half forward flank. Used his body to shepherd for a teammate coming through. And Simon Connolly, the two old stages involved in goal, punched the ball forward and Holzfine his brilliant pace. And it's been prevalent throughout the game. And none more so than on that occasion. Ran into the goal square, open goal, and has kicked his third. So an excellent start, as Jason said, for Belpost Hill into the second half. And probably it's just the sort of start Belmont Lions didn't want. One Peter McVilly, well, he's okay, I think. Might have just got a bit of a jar on the shoulder that, as Jason has mentioned, he's had problems with the shoulders. He's still flexing it a little bit, but he's still in the middle of the ground, and that's what's important. So umpire hockey with the football. And maybe Michael Allen, he's punching the ball pretty well with that hand. Maybe that's what he needed. Ball goes up. Neither ruckman get a tap down. Second occasion, McVilly gets it forward. White overruns it. Picked up there for Belmont Lions by Pickett. Left foot towards half forward. Oh, courageous mark. Ditchburn running with the flight of the footy. And has taken the mark. Kicks it wide. Looking for Simmons on the wing. Takes the mark and plays on quickly. Tries to outrun his opponent and punches it forward. Then toe pokes it forward. Holzfine again in under the pack. Handball over the top to Simmons. Handball back to Holzfine. Eludes the tackle. Gets on his right foot now. Has the lead from Connolly. Nearly a magnificent mark. You nearly pay the mark for effort. And he's asking the umpire why not. So the kick off the ground went forward for Belpost Hill, but out on the full. So the free kick taken there by Mulcahy. Finds Peter McVilly, looks if he's okay. Takes the mark on half-back flank, looking for options. Decides to come to the western side, in the middle of the pack. Michael Allen, good mark there. And so 50-metre penalty. Umpire claiming that forced him to ground after the mark was taken. So Michael Allen... Well, not the longest of 50s, I wouldn't think. So Allen plays on quickly. Umpire running into the path of the footy and shepherds the Belpost Hill defenders. Beck looks like playing at full forward. Is get the ball forward. It's off hands. Coming through strongly there, but not able to take the footy. Foran picks it up, comes wide. It's all Belpost still out there as Button has taken the mark just outside the 50-metre arc. So a lot of players now into the forward half for Belmont Lions. Button kicks it high in the air. Terrible kick off the boot, really. It comes to Foran. Rove the front of the pack and off the left foot. Might have kicked a much needed goal. Was it doubled and kicked it?
Yep.
It was. Doing the roving job there. Can't get him with the right foot, gets him with the left. So Rod Doubleham crumbing there has kicked the fourth for the Lions. 4:8:32. They trail Belpost till 11:5:71. Lexus will win them third quarter scoreboard. 5.5 minutes gone.
They're making hard work of it though, aren't they?
Very hard work, yeah.
Belpost still defence, making them scramble for it, but they've put their fourth on the board. But it took 3 or so minutes as they put the ball down there to then get the conversion. We see Pickett coming off the ground.
He hasn't been too bad, actually.
He's been okay. He's being replaced for the Lions, and I think they might be bringing Newell back on. They are, back in the middle. Allen up against Hammond. Allen gets it down. White's there, ringing as well. Well, I was going to tap it on, I thought, but didn't touch it. Gets it back towards McVilly. He gives it away by hand towards Mulcahy through the middle. Did pretty well in the end. Now he goes with a wobbly punt kick towards full forward. Beck's there. Now foot race. Newell just back on the ground. He's past it. Needs to pick it up and get around Simmons. He can't do so, but he got the hands free to Beck. Handball back towards Newell. They're under pressure again. Now he breaks free to McVilly. Off a step he'll go from half forward. Tries to drive it towards full forward. And no mark taken Roberts. White's there as well. Holtz off a step over his shoulder. Bell's there. Will it sit for him? No, it won't. The Belpost Hill defence might be happy to see it through for one behind, and they are. And they go to 4:9:33 Belmont Lions. And Belpost Hill 11:5:71. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 7 minutes played.
So Mark Roberts to do the kicking in for Belpost Hill. Decides to go to the lead of Simmons. Gone wide. He's got Newell with him, but Simmons used the long arms really and plays on quickly. He's in a bit of bother though. He's kicked it to nobody. The lead comes forward from Burley. Can't take the mark in the middle. Allen doing the roving behind the pack. Comes off his hands. Picked up by Button. Player loose on half forward. And he has taken a call to play on by the umpire. He went around. He's kicked it straight up in the air. No value at all for the forwards. Mark not taken by Roberts. Handball comes out looking for Newell. Picks him up on the right foot. He's had a pot shot from 30. Unfortunately, he's a left footer. So Aaron Newell has kicked his first behind for the day. And the 10th for Belmont Lions. 4:10:34. They trail Belpost till 11:5:71. Lexington Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes gone.
So Roberts again from fullback for the Panthers to do the kicking in. Moranovic gives him a lead to the outer side half-back flank. He might go, well, he goes for Galpin. It's chopped off by McVilly. Bartolo's there in support for Belpost Hill. McVilly puts on the tackle. He gets rid of the footy. Now Galpin under pressure. Doubled draws a play and gives it over the top to Ringen, who's going to be under pressure. White, good tackle. Held to him now. The umpire calls play on. Ball comes out towards Ditchburn, who can just settle things down, get away. Short little kick towards the lead of Hanley at half-back. Takes the mark in front of Allen for the Panthers. Out of trouble momentarily. Goes towards the lead of McDonald. Made up some ground. Took the mark in the middle. Now the lead on from Backley. Goes in that direction. In fact, goes further towards Burley. Up against Dunlop. The big man. Can he run onto it? Foot race between the big two. Burley punched it on. Gave it a big thump. 40 metres towards the boundary line. And Connolly couldn't keep it in. And it will be a boundary throw in the left forward pocket for the Panthers.
It was good thinking by Burley. He knew that the tackle was immediately behind him. He grabbed it and tried to get a kick, and the big punch gained them 35 metres.
We see Simmons coming off the ground. Flynn on.
Interesting move.
Going on to Aaron Newell. Now boundary throw in. Burley gets it to the front of the pack. Hands close to the boundary line, and it is another boundary throw in. This time about 30 metres around from the Belmont Lions goal. Sorry, the Belpost Hill goal. And it'll be probably Harvey to do the ruck work. In fact, Dunlop's going to do it, I think. He's in front against Burley. Boundary umpire throws it in. Short throw in. Dunlop in front. Neither get an effective tap. Falls to the back of the pack. Holes fine again. In the pack goes high towards Connolly. No free kick. Bartolo's there as well. Comes towards Dunlop, dumped to the ground. The umpire will now come in and ball it up. About 30 metres out from goal. Big pack around the ball. The last couple to get up, Hepworth and also Holsfine. Surprise, surprise, see Holsfine on the bottom of the pack.
Been his day, hasn't it?
So the umpire to ball it up, throws it in the air. Oh, somebody went up early. That was Dunlop. Burley now kick free towards Allen and also Hammond. Allen at half back. Draws a couple of players and then handballs it towards Mulcahy. Sets him a bit of a task. Gets it away over the top of Harrison's head at half back. Still under pressure. Gets around. Handball back to Mulcahy. They're mucking around with it towards Ringen. Oh, back into trouble now to Allen. Off a step. Goes towards Eric in the commentary box. Can he take it? No, Doubledham's there in front. Draws a player. Gives it away by hand. And Hands goes towards Beck. Can he give it away to Doubledham? Now under pressure goes long with a right foot kick towards half forward. Foran comes out, meeting it. Oh, at pace was Roberts. Did very well. Left foot kick towards centre wing. Holsfine and Hepworth. Hepworth taps it away. Punches it away from Holsfine. And it will be a boundary thrown in between wing and half forward.
So the ball out of bounds. 11 minutes gone. Third quarter. Boundary umpire about to put the ball back into the field of play. Does so now. Hammond gets the tap there only as far as Harrison for Lions, but attacking the footy there was Flynn. Gets a handball only as far as McVilly. McVilly to centre half forward. Attacking the footy there's Galpin going the wrong way, unfortunately. Handball back to McAuliffe, and they've got out of trouble again. Belpost still. McAuliffe, well, he bounced the footy, went without it, and then fell over, but Bartolo there to support him. Handball to Hammond. Doesn't know what to do with it. Comes back to another handball to Hanley. Handball over the top again, and Flynn, he broke the tackle. He did well at the finish, but he made very hard work of it. Kicked it straight to Dunlop at half forward, or half back forward line. Nice kick from him has found Bell. He plays on quickly to Harrison, who's running on the left foot, and Foran diving to the ground has taken the mark just inside 50. Decides to play on quickly because he's got Doubledham running to the goal square, and no, in fact it's Beck. And, this...
Kick the goal.
So, did Beck kick the goal?
Yep.
Doubledham was there also, and so Daniel Beck will accredit the goal. And that's the fifth for the Belmont Lions. Much better passage of play for them. 5-10-40. They trail Belpost till 11-5-71. Lexus have won them third quarter scoreboard. 12 and a half minutes gone.
Still hard work though.
Yes,
from
absolutely.
half back. They worked pretty hard with the handballs, but they got the desired result in the end, which was a goal to Daniel Beck, his first.
Well, he's probably been more productive in this quarter up forward than this 2 quarters in midfield.
So, back in the middle. Allen up against Hammond. Allen tries to take it out of the ruck contest. Goes towards White for Belpost Hill. Handball to Holsfine. Just misses its target. Hepworth next to him. Holsfine keeps his feet. Umpire said held to him in the end. And it will be a ball up.
Yeah, cop one in the face of,
on centre wing.
On the blind side of the umpire.
So a ball up. Hammond to come from the same side as Allen. The ruck contest. Umpire Hockey throws the ball in the air. Allen uses his body, hits Hammond in the head in the end. White wrapped up by McVilly. Ball spills free. Now it's brought back in. The umpire will do it all again. Another ball up, still on centre wing.
There are times today it's been pretty scrappy, hasn't there?
We see White coming straight off the ground to be replaced by Handley. Interesting time to do the move.
Yeah.
So the umpire throws the ball in the air. Handley does get there just in time. Allen uses the body again. Handballs it away. Tapped on by Baker towards Vincent Handley. Gives it away to Bartolo. Tries to draw a player. Drop the footy. Umpire should pay the free kick and does. Ringen will take the free kick at half back. Hands it away to Button. Absolutely no advantage whatsoever because he sets Button up. Now he has to go on the left boot. He's turned the ball over. Hammond stands there and takes the mark. So at half back, Len Hammond. Right foot kick long. Well, at least turn the ball over too. Peter McVilly must be wearing a Belpost Hill jumper because he's taken the mark easily.
So some pretty ordinary skills at the moment.
So Michael Allen was standing right next to Brett Burley on the mark, trying to set up some sort of screen, playing basketball I think. Oh, terrible kick, Peter McVilly. Goes towards the centre. Wells attacks it. Now Hepworth. Handball to Ringen. His handball towards Mulcahy. Runs from centre wing. Chips the ball towards Harrison. It's okay. Takes the mark. Handballs it on. Oh, straight into the arms of Roberts. His handball to Mulcahy. Gee whiz. Have to wear black and white jumpers, I think, next time, just to see who's who. Now Beck goes to the left foot kick. And he's kicked it across the face of goal. And it's out of bounds for a throw-in. One side wear white, one side wear black, I think.
Need something because they're confusing one another at the moment very badly.
So Bandry throwing right forward pocket. The Belmont Lions into attack. With the kick from Daniel Beck, which landed in there. So ruck contest, Foran up against Hammond. Bandry umpire throws it in. Moranovic's there as well, gives it a big thump. And got some support there with Flynn. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Wheels back on the right boot. Goes towards centre wing, Allen. And at front, Hanley. Allen puts the hands up, can't take the mark. McVilly front and centre was good. Gave it back to Allen, got his hands free. Back to Hepworth, now by hands to hands. And chips the ball towards Beck at centre at half forward. Can't take the mark, but played beautifully for the free kick and got one. Did get a little bit of a high tackle, but certainly made sure the umpire saw it. His kick was smothered. Now through the middle, Newell on his right side for a left footer and kicks the goal. That's what they need from Aaron Newell, and that's what the Belmont Lions need more of. His first goal. And the sixth for the Lions. They go to 6:10:46. They trail Bell Post till 11:5:71. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
As Jason's mentioned several times in the last few minutes, they're making very heavy work of it, Belmont Lions, but on that occasion, Aaron Newell broke clear on the left foot, the favoured left foot, and he's a class act when he gets it together, but it hasn't been all that conspicuous today, and certainly the move of Daniel Beck into the forward half for Belmont Lions has created something in this quarter. 3-1. They're winning the quarter, and Belpo still need to get back in it. Michael Allen, very competitive at the centre ball ups, and will do it once again with umpire Hockey to put the ball in the air. Hammond doing the work. Oh, to get a clear tap down, and it's Harrison again trying to run through the middle for Belmont Lions. Baker can't pick it up, tapped along by foot by Harrison as, gee, it's very, very scrambly at centre half forward there as stacks on the middle, players throwing themselves in with no fear of their own bodies, but it's going to be umpire Hockey who will take control of the footy just inside the 50-metre arc at centre half forward. Puts it in the air, big pack of players there. Allen grabs the ball on the second attempt. Can't get it clear, however. Belpo still looking to get it out. Only comes clear for McVilly to receive the handball. He's kicked it high toward the full forward position. In good position there was Foran. Unfortunately can't take the mark, and it's through for another behind. Off the boot of McVilly. It is the 11th for Belmont Lions. 6:11:47. They trail Belpo still 11:5:71. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 18 minutes gone.
So kick in. Will come from Roberts again. Next to go to the outer side. Half-back flank. Foran goes up. Can't take the mark. Hanley's there as well. Harrison through the middle. Ditchburn did well. And draws the ball away from half-back towards centre wing. Vincent Hanley in the lead of the ball. Hands is there as well. And they see it over the boundary line on centre wing. So it'll be a boundary throw-in. See White ready to come back on. And Baker to come off. Boundary umpire retrieving the footy, and we'll throw it in. On centre wing on the outer side. Hammond and Allen to do the ruck work. Hammond gets it down to the front. Harrison with a fresh air shot. Adam Wells is there. Oh, wrapped up by Button. Got it away though. Dyer swung free. And a left foot kick over the head of Bartolo, but he can run onto it. Got Hanley in support. Wheels back around on the right. Handball to Dyer again off a step. Goes along towards Connolly with nobody on him. Mills is there now. Oh, Connolly used the body beautifully. And just stood his ground, took the mark, and will shoot for goal from 30 metres out directly in front.
I can't really work out what happened with the defence there of the Belmont Lions. They were one short. For some reason, so whether somebody had run forward because they had the footy, but danger signs here for them.
Simon Connolly, 30 metres out, kicked 3 goals so far this afternoon. This for goal number 4. Scotty Mills standing the mark, comes in, and no trouble with that. Connolly's 4th, a steadier for the Panthers. They go to 12:5:77. They lead the Belmont Lions 6:11:47. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 20 minutes.
Well, it's probably an important goal for Belpost Hill. The momentum had started to swing a little bit toward the lines, albeit they were doing it very, very hard into the forward half. But that goal from Conley, one needed for Belpost Hill to steady the ship, and it all really set about by Dyer. Got into the play on the outer wing, and I think Bartolo's doing well getting the footy, but I wonder if he shouldn't kick it a bit more. He's looking to handball, he's putting players under pressure, doing well to get to the footy, but you've got to use it correctly. So umpire hockey now, at 20 minutes gone, third quarter, will put the ball in the air once again. Hammond to do the ruck work, still against Allen, who's rucked all day almost. Allen got the secondary tap, but Wells coming through, can't take the footy, hands to Harrison. Harrison on the left foot towards half forward Galpin. I was going to say, looked like a good mark to me, and umpire finally pays it. So Galpin at centre half back for Belpost Hill has taken the mark, taking a long time, and creates some congestion. Goes long down the middle at the finish where it's Dyer up high. Mark not paid by the umpire, comes to White at the front of the pack. Dyer comes through again but can't take the footy. Finally picked up Bartolo, handball to it was hammered again in all sorts of trouble, and once again Bartolo handball to a man within a metre of him and really put him in trouble. Handball comes out quickly to McVilly. The lead has come from 4 and at full forward, can't take the mark again. Bell tries to crash through a tackle, which he does. Well, kicked the check side and it's gone basically straight over the boundary line on the full, unfortunately, and I suppose when you're 40 metres from the goal you don't really try a check side from the boundary, which is what he tried to do. So we see...
I don't think your name's Ablett, maybe.
Boltech coming back onto the ground for Belmont Lions.
Ringing off.
As Marinovic has the free kick for Belpost Hill. Decides to kick long. Allen comes from behind the pack, can't take the mark. Ball comes to ground. Adam Wells again. Picked up round the body, looking for Scotty McDonald. Clean bowled him. Picked up behind him by Mulcahy. Great second effort by McDonald there. Made the mistake. Mulcahy took the footy off him, but he followed him strongly and made the strong tackle. He's kicked it short to the centre of the ground where Dyer, running back with the flight of the footy, puts the one arm up and takes the mark. He's gone direct at goal. Simon Connolly going back, but Scotty Mills read it a bit better on that occasion and takes the safe defensive mark in the goal square for Belmont Lions. He's chipped it towards Peter McVilly under pressure, has taken the mark. So McVilly there at... centre half back, decides to play on now, kicks to the middle of the ground. Big pack play looking for Allen in front on that occasion. Ditchburn, Bartolo handball again. Handley picked up by Robinson of Belmont Lions. Newell has got clear, he's taken the mark, he can run, he can draw a play, he's well shepherded, decides to kick from there to the full forward position. Terrific defensive work, Marinovic, came from behind, put the big fist into the ball and didn't allow Foran to take the mark. In fact, I'd suggest Foran hasn't taken a mark for the day, and with his size, Belmont Lions certainly depend on him to do that. So the ball's pushed over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard here at Myers Reserve. That reads 12-5 to Belpost Hill, 6-11 Belmont Lions, 23 minutes into the third quarter.
So a boundary throw in, right forward pocket. Hammond up against Foran. Hammond uses the body, gets it to the front of the pack. Dangerous... back into the goal square, and it could be a goal, is it? No, touched. Oh, lucky. Dangerous defensive work by Belpost Hill. And through for a rush behind of the Lions. They go to 6-12-48. They trail Belpost Hill 12-5-77. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 24 minutes in the third term. Roberts kicks in again. This time OK, finds Ditchburn. Handballs it over the top to Marinovic at defensive 50, turns around, goes long towards centre wing, and McDonald has to make up a lot of ground. He can't pick it up, but Dyer's there in support, gets a left foot kick just as he got slung. Now Connolly on a long lead comes out. Can he pick it up? Mills against him. Dunlop kick off the ground defensively, looking for the safety of the boundary line. He and Connolly fight for it. Connolly, can he keep it in? Well, he must be able to. That's because the boundary umpire is actually in Geelong West. Now the ball come back in, and they Burley can finish it off. He goes towards the goal square. Handley and Boltesh. Now some support the Belmont Lions. McVilly gets it out to Button, who can run at half back. He's taken the mark and can run. Wells to make up some ground. He goes with a couple of bounces on centre wing. Now he goes long towards half forward. Going up, no mark taken by Newell. Off hands, McAuliffe there, the boundary line as well. And it will be a throw in at half forward. for the Belmont Lions side. They trail at the moment by 29 points. Late goal would be good for them. Ruck contest. Hammond up against Bell. Ball throws the ball in the air. Short. Flynn gets it down through the middle. Galpin at half back. Left foot kick vision back towards Bartolo at half back. Needs to sit for him. It does. Needs some support. Handball to Ditchburn. He runs off the half back flank. Oh, he's under pressure. Now he draws a play. Gives it away to Dyer. He runs through the middle of Mines Reserve. Left foot kick long. Goes towards the long leader. Connolly. Good kick. Can't take the mark off hands. Mills at the back. Kick over his shoulder. Looking for hands. Dyer's there again. Goes up. 2-on-1. They do well. Bell post Hill. Handball. Came back towards half forward. Handley. Holzfine's there as well. Tries to draw a player. Now he gets a Shepherd. Now he just measures the ball towards Connolly. Good kick. And he's taken the mark 45 metres out from goal.
Very composed for a young man. Holzfine did well.
So he'll line up Simon Connolly for his 5th goal of the afternoon and a 13th for Bell Post Hill. He'll be kicking from 45 metres out, 45-degree angle. And he's been pretty good this afternoon with 4 goals, 1 to his name. Comes in now. And looks pretty good off the boot. And for Simon Connolly, that is goal number 5. And the 13th for the Panthers. 13-5-83. They lead the Belmont Lions 6-12-48. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 26.5 minutes played.
Well, Bell Post Hill certainly steadied in the last 6 minutes of this third quarter. A couple of goals there has regained the momentum that they seem to have lost early in the third quarter. But I think the key in this third quarter, Dyer has certainly come into the game on the outer wing and is creating quite a bit of a problem for the Belmont Lions. I'm surprised to see Newell still sitting on a half-forward flank. I think the move might be him back on that wing as umpire Stevenson is about to put the ball in the air once again. Big run in from Allen. Neither ruckman really get the tap down. Peter McBilly runs on a handball over the top to Button. Button now on the left foot gets a handball away to Robinson to kick forward for Belmont Lions. So once again, Foran drops the mark, comes back on the footy. Marinovic doing a great job defending there. Bell Post Hill. Marinovic gets a handball clear to Handley. Handley now. Whoops, he's run into trouble. Gets a handball back to Marinovic. Really hasn't got a lot to kick to. Finally, Holzfine on the wing. Doesn't take the mark. Does well. Eludes a couple of players. Gets back onto the right foot. The kick's not so good, however. Button intercepts. Runs in. Holzfine butters up to correct the mistake. Harrison, handball to McBilly. McBilly now on the left foot. Good looking kick, but Holtz can't take the mark. Good work, Roberts. Got back quickly in defence. Can't take the footy away from Holtz, however, and between them, they take it toward the boundary and over. 35 metres from the behind post. So Bell Post Hill defence under a bit of pressure in this third quarter. Just at the moment, they're holding sway as we await the spectator to bring the ball back inside the fence for the boundary umpire. And with almost 26 players in the forward half for the Belmont Lions, the ball comes in once again. Knocked down by Hammond, forward of the pack. Wells runs onto the footy, picks it up. Well, he can't control it, however, and takes it back over the boundary line for the boundary umpire to do it all once again. Just mystifies me when some of these moves are being made. The ball's going to come out of the Bell Post Hill defence and they're just changing a player on the wing. Marinovic, huge tap forward, it's gone to White, can't handle a footy, kicks off the ground, finally gets it up, handball to Bartolo. Bartolo, well, he shepherds well for Dyer on this occasion. Dyer kicks long to half forward and that's about where the player just came on the ground. Bell Post Hill now, weight of numbers if they can shepherd, but double them does well. Bit of pace there, he's pushed out by Backley, he's helped out there by Holtz as the siren sounds. A 29-minute quarter for the third quarter here at Bell Post Hill. The Lexus of Wyndham three-quarter time scoreboard shows Bell Post Hill 13-5-83. They lead Belmont Lions 6-12-48.
In that term, the Bell Post Hill side kicked 3 straight goals, while the Belmont Lions managed 3 goals, 4. And at three-quarter time, it's 13-5-83, Bell Post Hill, Belmont Lions 6-12-48. The goal kickers for the Panthers, 5 to Simon Connolly, 3 to David Holzbind, and 2 each to Josh Backley and Sean Wells, and a single goal to Adam Wells. While for the Belmont Lions, 2 goals to Michael Allen and singles to Rod Doubledham, Aaron Newell, Daniel Beck and John Bell. It's three-quarter time. It's bell post till 13.5. They lead the Belmont line 6-12. We'll take a break back with the final quarter action on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.